The Western Cape Police have instituted a 72-hour activation plan for the mobilization of resources in search of suspects who shot and killed 3 young women in Khayelitsha on Monday evening. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana joins us live from the TT Block informal settlement where the shooting took place. A very good afternoon to you, Athi. Give us an idea as to where you are and why that place is of significance right now.
A very good afternoon to you, Tammy. Well, unfortunately, this is a regular occurrence in communities in Cape Town, informal settlements around the Cape Metro, as well as, of course, the Cape Flats, where we've heard numerous reports of shootings. Unfortunately, this latest incident that took place last night ended up with the loss of 3 lives, 3 young girls aged between 17, 20 and 21. I'm going to briefly then move out of shot so that my colleague and I can actually walk in between these informal settlement homes so that we can actually show you where the 3 young girls were shot and killed last night. So police right now have activated a 72-hour activation plan to ensure that they mobilize all their resources to make sure that by the end of 72 hours after the shooting took place last night, that they come up with some leads and concrete evidence that can lead them possibly to the suspects that shot and killed the young girls. So what my colleague is showing you now are visuals of where the girls were found. Of course, residents have tried to cover up the bloody stains. But can you talk to us as a resident here? Niziva kanjani ngalonto as i-community also considering into yobana bebebancinci abantwana bebilele apha izolo?
Akhona mnye into ophilayo loo nto leyo. Siyagula xa sonwaba ngasisi ngabantwana be siyoduka abo mhlawumbi ngabantwana abangamantombi ngabo abantwana abangamantombi ecinga fana noba benokuthi ke ngabantwana abangamantombi bizinto.
Ninalo ulwazi yoba bekutheni ze badutyule bekutheni ze kubekho le meko inje mhlawumbi ikhona into ethethwayo apha ekuhlaleni?
Hayi ke xa sithethe nabahlala sazi into namhlanje kuba kuserhangeni nabo serhangeni apha qha thina sekwasiphuma nandiphuma apha endlini nam nazi indlu yam andiphuma mzothuntu ndibona abantwana belelapha.
All right, thank you so much. I'm just going to loosely translate. Thank you so much for your time. I'm just going to loosely try to translate, Tammy, what the gentleman here was saying to us. In essence, he's saying that they heard gunshots at around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening last night. And upon coming out of their homes, they discovered the bodies of those 3 young girls which were laying here, which residents have now tried to cover with sand. He's saying that they are left traumatized and that they have no clear indication as to what might have led to their death. But we know that through the police's investigation of that 72-hour activation plan, there might be leads and information that can actually direct the police and give them information to try and ascertain as to what might have led to the death of these 3 young women.
Athi, do we know yet what the ages are of the 3 young girls?
Well, the ages, according to the police statement, is 17 years old, a 20-year-old, and a 21-year-old. So they were quite young, to say the least. And it's unfortunate that even the locals here are not really sure as to what might have led to the death of these young girls. This is a passageway. They might have not necessarily been living in any of the informal settlements around here, but this is a passageway passageway that people in this community use to cross to another informal settlement. But of course it has really left a lot of questions as to what might have led to their death, and residents are still shocked at this stage and are still trying to understand and to wait for the police to come up with leads as to try to find out why these girls died and exactly the circumstances surrounding this death. So the 72-hour activation plan by the police is going to assist the family members of these 3 young girls to actually get to the suspects, to get suspects arrested at least in this case. So in essence, the 72-hour activation plan by the police is for them to mobilize different units from the SAPS, detectives and all the other various units within the South African police to come together so that by the end of 72 hours after this incident took place, that they have some leads that would lead them to suspects being arrested for this triple murder.
Athi Mtongana, thank you for that update. Certainly a very tragic occurrence. She comes to us live from Khayelitsha, where 3 young women aged 17, 20 and 21 were gunned down.